Nope.
Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think, it can't talk.
Bucket.
All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it.
It doesn't have to be a liquid.
It doesn't do anything else.
It could be a solid, depending on what you eat. What up, my wolf pack? It's your good boy, Pitch Black Wolf. All right, guys, we're playing Hunting for Games. We play the latest games that you guys recommend to me for my PS5, and we play it together. We hunt it down together. We do it as a pack. That's why we live right now, all right? So don't be shy. Get your input in, all right? All right, cool. Now, we're going back into it. Yeah, that's right. We are sinking our teeth back into the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Now, I am not the type, if you need to know something about my channel, know this. I am not the type to shirk on any part of a story, okay? So if there's a bonus, if there's a side mission, you can bet your tail, Wolfpack. We're doing it. You can bet on that. That's right. We biting it to the bone. We're doing the meat. We're doing the fat. All of it. We're going to chew it all the way down. All right. So, having said that, I looked up spoiler-free site, and there are 3 more endings on this game that we have yet to achieve. So, we're going to get them done, and then after that, if I have time, we'll switch to Suicide Squad. How's that sound? Huh? Wolfpack? Excited to be with me? I'm excited to be with you. Let's go ahead and get into it today. Let's get it. All right. And this is what you have to do. You have to keep messing with the slider. Okay. All right. It is 9. All right. I'll be honest. I ain't come on at 9. All right. Yeah. So what? Hang on. Before we get started, can I just say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you've booted up the game. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know that you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see this screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead and pick whichever time you want, even if it's not the correct time. You've earned it. All right, I'll let you get back to the video game now. I remember that. So it didn't save that part. Okay. We want to set our favorite time, right? Oh, no. Don't delete the game. Just exit the game. Wants us to set it to our favorite time. Let's see if it lets me do it. Developed by Crows. Uh-huh. Davy Redden. All right, Davy. Please enter the current time. Ah, 4:20 p.m. Your favorite time of day. Or could you simply not resist giving me the correct time again? After all, I know how much you enjoy setting the time correctly. Okay, now I'm curious. How accurate 4:20 p.m. is? Let's use another slider to find out. How accurate is 4:20 p.m.? So very inaccurate. You know, can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. It's good to collect data. I wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let me whip up a couple new ones up. Should be ready by the next time you boot up the game. What kind of sliders are you talking about? Y'all, this is part of trying to get one of the endings. You have to go through all of the boot ups. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. Like that, maybe? Please adjust the slider until the dog and the cat are friends. I remember this. Yay! Aww. Please adjust the slider until the number 5 becomes the number 9. Please adjust the slider until you stop adjusting the slider. Which of the two made-up words below is most appealing to you? Occubuncle. Scrumptious. I like scrumptious. It's got a tush in it. Please don't adjust the slider. Ah! Wait. There you go. What? What you gonna do? Do you know what time it is right now? Is the time that it is right now the correct time? Maybe. What is time anyway? The product of movement. That's what it is. The world revolves. What's up, Banana? How you doing, buddy? We back into it. We got 3 more endings on this guy. What is time anyway? The product of motion. That's what it is. Time is the earth revolving. Orbit. It's just movement. That's all it is. Is there anything about yourself that you haven't told me? I mean, that I can say on a stream? Yes. Help. No. I tried to say no, it switched to yes. Will you come back to visit me? I mean, yeah, I guess. But maybe we could play a board game instead. All right. So that was another boot up. We have to. I'm doing great, Banana. Doing great. Hey, we have to close the game and keep booting it and get all of these adjusting slider scenes, and it apparently unlocks another ending. Okay. What time is it? It's playtime! Does anyone really truly know? Of course they don't. Nobody knows anything. You and I don't even know each other. We're like strangers. Sure, I've adjusted all the game settings to your exact specifications, but who hasn't? It's just what I do, like a day job. And now, the job is over. There's no more information for me to gather. I've collected all the data on you that I can. And I still don't really know you. And you don't know me. And neither of us know what time it is. Dude, there are like 42 endings. I looked it up. It's crazy. I did a lot of it on my YouTube uploads, but we've got 3 more to do. I guess some settings are just unsettable. But if I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyway. You won't have me here when the game starts next time, but that's okay. Video games were meant to be played alone. Tell that to my wolf pack. You like being alone, don't you? I am not alone. That's maybe the only information I really learned about you. Well, it's time for me to leave. There is still one more setting that we need to adjust, but it may take a little time before I'm ready for that. It's not really in my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again, if you can find me. Talk soon. All right, let's see. If we close the game, is it going to be different on that one now, too? Yeah. After this, if we have time, I'm going to jump onto the Suicide Squad. See what that game's about. And if you have any recommendations, let me know. I've got a recommendation for Helldiver. I've got that on my list now. I got a recommendation for Sniper Elite. That's actually coming in real soon. I saw that it's being shipped, so yeah. Begin the game.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Ah, okay.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
We're right into it now, okay.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard.
Yeah.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them.
I'll let you watch this, Banana, so you kind of understand what's going on.
427 did every day of every month of every
You never
year.
played Suicide Squad?
And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished.
I got warned it's dark.
That the orders came in.
Your
There
heroes
would
are
be
your
made
enemies.
Exactly for this job, and Stanley was happy.
Happy being a button pusher.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
What's you
No
gonna
one
do when
showed
you've
up
been
to
nothing
give him
but a bee all the
instructions,
time?
call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years
Nothing
at the
but this company's
had
bee.
this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
All right, step out of his office. All right,
All of his co-workers were gone. What
we
could
still
it
need to
mean?
get the bucket.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Yeah.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Hello, guys? Hey, any coworkers here? Okay, there's no coworkers here. I'm about to go on some sites on my computer. You can't stop me. It's been a fantasy of mine for a very long time. All right, yep. Might as well make myself at home, okay? Anywho. The new content. The new content.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign.
How?
I have something
Yeah,
very exciting
I barely
to show you.
noticed. This is where one of the endings are.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark,
Yeah.
and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Ah, maybe next time put it here, because Because, I mean, how was I supposed to know? Anyhow,
Yes, you see,
the delivery was a
isn't
little
this
off.
far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel.
never the
An
end.
entirely new
Again.
experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
The Stanley Parable 2. Look at all those notes. Goodness gracious.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
They're back. 2 doors. Y'all should have an extra one. Call it 3 doors down. All right. Stanley Parable. Stanley Parable 2.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be. Let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally
Sequels are good.
spring up around them. It'll all
Half-Life
work
2.
itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic
Divinity.
than anything scientific or logical.
Doom 2. Aladdin 2. Return of Jafar. Dark Souls 2. Okay. Meeting plan. Scrum. Design pitch. Break. Pitch design. Number 2 chat. Who took the red marker? Me. Eyes, ears, nostrils, arms, legs. Why? The end is never the end. Again. Okay. 2. This way to the show floor. New features. Whoa. Okay. All right. Saturday Night Live. Okay. Here we are. This is one of the endings.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
This one's kind of funny. I'll let you see this one.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to the Wolf Pack. Feel free to speak up. It's all good. I'll listen to requests and just chat, man. This is a place for us to relax and have a good time. All right. Say my name. Say my name.
Sorry, I should
That's
have
not my name.
clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim.
But my
Of
name is
course, in the final
Stanley.
game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love,
What's up,
and being
bless you?
heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's
What do you call your
possibilities
name?
as Jim, and as Jim watching your
Well, I'm a
dreams
Josh.
crumble into dust.
I'm a
You
Joshua,
feel it
not a
deeply.
Jim.
Are you really, truly Jim right now?
No, I'm
If
Joshua.
so, then please step
Last
forward
you
and press
asked.
the button.
My name is Joshua. Jim. No, incorrect.
Yes, you see, what a thrill, what a rush. That was you. The button described you. Do
No,
it
it
again.
didn't.
Do it again. It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2,
Yeah,
it would still
that's
be
me.
worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally
What about you?
drained from all of this personal validation.
Is your name Lassue? Oh, just so you know, Banana. Twitch. They're talking to me on Twitch. Oh, cool, Lassue. I'll check it out.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much, Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away.
No!
Otherwise soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
No! It's a Jimboree! No! 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 Who am I if not Jim? If not Jim, I can't remember. I can't remember. You took the button from me. Oh. Aeolus. Aeolus. Oh, okay. That's a cool name. Aeolus. You said call me Aeolus. Oh, I can't do that, bud. I'm not on Twitch. I'm on, oh, yeah, no doubt. I can do that. I just can't do it right now. When I'm streaming, it only shows...
I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
You gonna let me talk? Thank you. Yeah, I don't have access to any of those tools while I'm streaming. But I'll be, yeah, no doubt. You can be a moderator. No problem. All right. We've got, Aaron's one of them.
Okay,
Aaron's one of my
I haven't
moderators.
yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th
Get
Birthday.
Well Someday.
Which would you go with?
Oh my God. You know what? Now knowing what you do, I want this one. But you put the balloons everywhere on the one I don't want. So guess what? I want this one.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you
this is exactly like my wife.
that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
That's right. You think you're going to distraught me with that one, but no. All right, just click on my name. It'll bring... I'm on a Restream chat. That's what I'm on right now. Get well someday. Yeah, get well someday. That's funny. I like the blue. Yep, and that's what the office is going to look like now. It was a total troll move.
Maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Well, guess what? You don't distraught me now. I wanted that balloon color. You did what my wife does all the time.
I actually think...
You did what my wife does all the time. I swear to God, man, she does this to me. She's like, do you like this one? Do you like the beige or do you like the blue? And I go, the blue. And she goes, I'm really thinking the beige. And I'm like, of course you are. Every time I try to ask, I will wait. That's cool. That's cool, Lashu. Yeah. At 11, I can do it. Blue pops, though. I know. That's why I like the blue. That's why I was going blue, banana. Yeah.
The jump circle was a pretty good idea. I'd like to hang on to that for the sequel.
Yeah, but you need to put circles everywhere so you can make it like a puzzle. Hey! Well then. If you do all the jump circle, if you did the jump circle and you did all of it, he tries to bring this back, but I have 0 jumps remaining, and he's all like, did you actually jump that many times? All right. We got to find the black hole. That's what we got to find. The infinite hole. There it is. It won't end. Oh, but this is an ending. This is an ending. Oh. Should I grab the bucket? I think I should grab the bucket. Grab the bucket. Do you have the bucket? Yeah, the bucket's here. Oh. Dadgummit. Okay, the bucket's on the first floor. It's a mini gym. Yeah. Yeah, banana, it is. All right, here it is. The bucket. No.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? The bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
So you're saying it's my fault? It's my fault I feel this way? Huh?
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they? All this and more awaits you in the Stanley Parable 2.
I can't put it back. All right. I'm stuck with this bucket now. Stuck with the bucket.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
The way it creaks, man. We're having a little too much fun, man. How do they make a bucket do that? Oh, it's just narration. Whatever he says ends up happening. That's how. Okay.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game.
Okay.
This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Okay. Do you have at least like pictures or anything, like, you know, with the notepads where like you put like the illustrations and then you like flip the pages and it makes a scene? Can you do that? Can you put that on the walls? That would be kind of cool. That's unique. Oh wow, that is kind of unique, dude. Why has no one done that? Oh man, I'm a genius. I will shout you out on my channel. Banana, thank you for the shout out. I appreciate you, my dude. Yeah, let's get this pack growing. Healthy and hearty. Here we go. I love me some Hardee's.
You see, isn't it wonderful?
Whee!
One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Return to the surface. I don't think I will.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
Why?
Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Really? Is that right? Why?
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite
as
is
in it
merely
doesn't end.
philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you.
You liar.
Stanley.
You liar.
A liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling.
It felt good.
Normal
Breeze on my
person
face.
actually wants to fall infinitely.
Someone
I
who's
figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need.
flustered.
Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite?
No, heck no.
That
There's
works
no
for
such
you,
thing. No.
then go ahead
That
and
doesn't
press
make
the
any...
teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole, and we can move on.
That doesn't
I'll
make
just be
any
up
sense.
Here when you're ready.
That doesn't make any sense at all. By the way, Yeah. Yeah. You could do infinite fall. Portal has infinite fall. You put a portal up here and then put a portal down there, and your character goes. And you could do that forever. And there you go. This narrator. I know, man. He's awesome. All right. So I guess I'll return to the
Great.
surface.
Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel. Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no. You have weird. Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time?
It did.
I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime.
Is that so, huh? Is that so? You've had enough? I haven't!
Gosh, how could I? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep.
And you
Even
can't
by the
enjoy the sound of your
standards
voice
for
anymore.
Accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on. Is the teleport button not working?
It's not working.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm very
Well, I mean,
sure.
I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago.
Hey, you have the jump circle. Give me a jump circle.
Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for.
He's
It's a
leaving
win
me.
for everyone.
Hey!
You get to be with the hole.
No!
You get to do literally anything else.
No.
Take care, Stanley. I
No.
hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
Hey! Oh no. Why does it even have a crouch button? Why does it have a crouch button? There's never been an instant where I need to crouch. Did y'all hear that? Light speed! What's up, dude? It's good to see you. See that red mug down there? How did it not shatter? Do it again. Oh, I was with you, Banana. I was definitely doing it again. Guys. Go! Guys! It's going back down! New mug. Whoa! It's sinking back down! What's up? What's up? What's up, Lightspeed? We're gonna change your perspective? We can see him! hate doing this. I got the bucket. Whoa! First up close face. Whoa! Change your perception. Get that fucking groove, y'all. Change your reality? Perception, perspective. Change yourself? What the freak is this game? Yo, what's up? Yeah, alright, cool. Got my pack talking to each other. I love it when that happens. Alright. What am I even looking at? Am I the thin man or those legs? What is that? It's like a Facebook meme of yourself.
Stanley? Stanley? Stanley! Oh good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment.
No!
How about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle pip.
Toodle pip. Toodle pip. Are we syncing again? Here's that music again. There's that music. Oh. Oh. Alright, hopefully that let me bring the bucket. Okay. Alright.
Here we are.
We're
Go.
back.
Try out some of the new...
Alright, so that was an ending. Is this torturing? It was. Not being able to get through the bucket, but... Not being able to get out of the hole, but we managed. Receive your new trophy. Yeah, I remember this.
Here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever and okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the trophy is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Whatever, dude.
What else? What other exhibits have
you are
seen?
a troll stuck at my backside through the whole gameplay.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2,
wait, when we get close.
gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines.
Yeah, look at this.
And what's truly
look at all these people clamoring
reward for collecting all of them.
For the collectible.
I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
You can't decide what he's going to call these things, too. That's on my previous playthrough, so I'm not really going to do that.
When you collect everything in a video game, and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Speak for yourself, man. Exit. There's the exit. Because we need to take this bucket so we can do another scene.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Yep. Let's go. Let's get out of here. There are other stuff to explore, but again, that's already been uploaded on my YouTube, so whatever.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together.
I mean, the balloons are pretty clear.
Video game, but I can feel it in my soul.
He sounds like a rich person from a TV show.
Definitely a good game in there somewhere.
He does.
Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is.
I've been ready.
I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh, I want front seats. I want front seats. Wait, what?
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game.
Then it's going to be done in storytelling.
No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it.
Dude, this is him trying to go against the DLC.
With care for the vision.
That's what a DLC is!
Would it possibly work? I suppose it could, but it would need a really
something on the ground on the staircase.
Title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, this
I can't get back
is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Here we go. Here we go. Yep. I did the new intro, Stanley Parable 2. We're back to this. All right. So now we're Stanley Parable 2. Press X to skip.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Where's my bucket? There's the bucket. All right. Take the bucket.
Stanley picked up the
Don't
bucket.
chuck it. I'm gonna wreck it! All right. Anywho. What's a scene that I want you to see? Okay. All right. So first off, number 2. I'll be back. All right, Banana. We'll be here. Anything you miss will get uploaded. All right.
Stanley clung the bucket to his cheek.
No, I
His
didn't.
co-workers really all be gone?
Come on. Hurry up. Hurry up. Come on. There we are. There you are. Yep, almost. There you go. Okay. New ending.
Yes, whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear. We've done it. We've escaped from that dull office and that pesky narrator. At last, out here in the white void, we are alone. Now, and for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self. The bucket began to tell Stanley of its life and its history, of the countless wars it witnessed, desecrating the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans, and the bucket's own complicity therein, of sadness and regret, and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken to curb the madness and the decay.
Dear God.
Only it had been stronger, of hope and redemption, and its crusade to uplift the stock of life for the common man, to manifest justice where none existed, and the bittersweet reality of time.
Put up the
to
trash.
see one's
Aye.
dreams and wishes met halfway, meted out in parcels like charity, and abandoned as soon as the warm glow of inspiration begins to dim. The opportunities to do so much more. There was so much it could have done, perhaps, the bucket wondered to itself. Perhaps, if it had seen its own darkness
Shoot
with a
this
clearer
music.
perception. This was way too much for Stanley. What are you talking about? He screamed. You're a bucket! To this, the bucket furrowed its brow. No, said the bucket. Not since the evil wizard Gambhorata first ensnared me in his machinations as payback for the sacred amulet I stole from his treasured vaults. I was young back then and could not conceive the ramifications of... No! Stanley screamed even louder this time. This is stupid! You are a bucket!
You are a toy!
Why are we even doing this? As Stanley screamed and screamed and screamed, the bucket revealed its true form, transforming into a mighty beast of untold power, its fangs glistening like... My God, Stanley, you did it. You saved us from... Thank God you already had all 12 emblems of sages and knew the incantations to summon their true power. Otherwise, we would have easily been overwhelmed by the bucket's power. I'm speechless. You've demonstrated such bravery here today. Come, let's restart the game. We'll to never again go trifling with this bucket, nor the dark magic cast away inside of it.
Oh, we're going to do the exact opposite, narrator. We are going to do
All of his co-workers were gone.
There's one
What
thing.
did it mean?
What's up,
decided to
Banana?
go to the meeting room.
I've been
Perhaps
wanting you
he
to
was
see
sending
this
us a
one.
Memo. Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
All right. We're going to go.
Stanley clutched
This way.
the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the
No,
meeting
it was
room.
not.
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Oh, this is funny.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was no... Never mind. The bucket was wrong.
I love that.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the
Not
meeting
only did I not take it, I closed it.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do. Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Huh. What happens if I do this?
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
I don't think I did that one.
Co-workers were gone.
All right.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Come here,
The
Bucket.
confusion and
We
the
gotta do
chaos
this again.
all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
No, it was
But
not.
Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Or he just wanted
And
to
here
spite
it
you.
was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room. No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good.
Book it!
Now ride the
That's
lift
right,
all the way to the
book it.
top. There's something up there I need you to
All
do.
right, Bucket, we gotta
Stanley
book
did
it!
not question why
Let's
or
go.
how this bucket was speaking
Come on.
to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked. In here, said the bucket. Go into this dark room over here. Stanley once again
Is this the
obeyed
one?
blindly.
Maybe it's not.
Now pick up the phone, said the bucket.
What happens if I pull the
This
plug? I don't
is the
remember.
sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Yeah, this is the one, y'all. This is the one. Oh my god. Hey, bucket! What are you doing? You watching TV? Hello, Stanley. It's me, your bucket. Press circle to take me to work with you.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Yeah, I could say that about you.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object?
Bucket.
I want to say something
Bucket.
to him, but
Where's
I
my
don't know
bucket?
how I
Where's
can
my bucket?
convince him.
Bucket.
I don't
Oh,
know if
bucket.
he'll listen to me.
Oh, I want to pet you, Bucket. You mean so much to me. Let's go back to work, Bucket.
Well, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me?
Nope.
Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think, it can't talk.
Bucket.
All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it.
It doesn't have to be a
It
liquid.
doesn't do anything else.
It could be a solid, depending on what you eat. Have you all heard of those though? Those buckets, those buckets in like the desert. Then how did it bleed? Banana said. That's right. That's right. That's right. He bled. Go back home.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time, it was me he took orders from.
See?
He trusted and listened to.
Ah,
Now
that's
all
where
he
it's
cares about
coming
is this
from.
awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Bucket. 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 Hi, Bucket. Ignore anyone in your life except for me. Circle. Triangle. X. Okay. Okay, sure. No one else? Everybody else ignored
Sad,
me.
but I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Press circle to go back home.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket.
Uh-oh!
It's just a little more, what am I trying to say?
Yeah, see, I've done this one, but I really wanted you guys to
Capable
see
of
this one.
transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
To relive the same day with me, over and over. As long as it's with you, Bucket.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
You want what you can't have! And it's my bucket! It's my... Oh,
Oh no.
oh
I'm
my.
having feelings.
Oh.
Bucket. No.
Oh,
What's going on?
bucket.
The way to be with the bucket.
Oh,
Hear what the bucket has to
bucket.
say. Do anything it asks.
Yeah?
What's wrong with me? I don't understand.
Oh, are you in there, Bucket?
This would be less
Oh
confusing.
my goodness.
Tell me what to do in
Yeah.
this troublesome situation.
Okay. Yeah? Do you want me to be hard as steel too? Oh yeah. Oh, Bucket. Oh, Bucket. Oh, I love the way you sit on that bed. You naughty,
Stanley,
naughty Bucket.
Give me the bucket.
No!
Give it to me.
No!
Give me the bucket,
No, it's
Stanley.
my bucket.
I need it. Give it to
It's
me.
my bucket.
Give it or I'll...
My bucket. Go back to work, Stanley. My little bucket, where are you? Lightspeed said.
All of his co-workers...
Okay,
were gone.
and that's pretty much it for that one.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
That's
Perhaps
fun.
he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, all right. Quick to menu. No. We're gonna close out of it, close the game. Okay, we've closed out of it. I'm opening it back up to see if there's any adjustment sliders or anything like that. If not, I think we did all the endings. Crows. Let's see. Davy Redden, Yeah? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I don't really see any other endings. If there was another one that I missed and you guys are on YouTube and you watched them, let me know if there's an ending that you're missing and we'll get back to it. But I'm pretty sure we did everything that we needed to do. Or actually, let me check something real quick. For those who are curious, there it is right there, Suicide Squad. That's in the back burner. It's in the back burner. I'm going to, I guess, begin the game. All right, so I did my research. YouTube
This
people.
is the story of a
I cut some of it so that I could research. Okay, so what we're gonna run
All
into,
his co-workers were gone.
what we should have ran into is once
Stanley
the
decided to go to the meeting
adjusting
room. Perhaps
settings.
warmth spread through Stanley's arms.
Oh, just
With
shut
the
up
bucket
for
in
a
his
second. You
arms
know what?
again,
Take that. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're going to actually go into we did the adjust settings and then it said see you sometime, okay? And it just didn't work out. Apparently there was an epilogue that I missed in the menu screen, so we might have to reset the game and go with the and then do the sliders again, and then after that there should be an epilogue. So that's what we're gonna try and do. Yep. All right. I think we can put it back on.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him.
Yeah.
It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Oh no. Oh no.
In
Yeah.
here,
Said the bucket.
go into this dark room over here.
Nope.
Stanley
Nope.
once
Not
again
with that voice.
obeyed blindly.
Not with that voice. I like the candles and how it shined on you, but you won't have to work on that voice.
Now pick up the phone.
I don't
Said
want
the
to.
bucket.
Pick up the phone, and it will.
Whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket
Oh,
isn't
this is
talking
where
to
he
you
tries
and
to
telling
do
you
jokes.
things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket. Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. When
Here
did
we
I
go.
mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video.
Here
on
we go.
comedy
We're back
that
to
one
the
can
slides
watch
on
the
this
full-
one.
Oh, wait, yes.
Right,
there
I
is.
remember this.
It's
Yeah,
sitting
we
right
did this
here.
in the ending.
Let's take a look.
I was curious. All right.
What is comedic timing?
You guys can watch
What
if you
is
want to, but
comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes.
wait, what?
Let's dive deeper.
How is
If you've
answered
ever
as
told a
yes?
joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while
Ugh!
standing 50 to 80
Look at
centimeters
them
from them
four
in a room of no
chins.
more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name.
Why are they the Simpsons?
Provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor.
Josh.
Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds
Quadruple
and no
chin.
less
Yeah, I
than
know.
13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny."
I'm
Let's
Dunny.
practice screaming,
Oh.
"I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
I'm Dunny with the funny.
Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone
Seems
of
to be
good
a
comedy.
guide.
Finally, It's time to hand out surveys.
I'm dead.
Hard data
Banana's
from your
dead.
audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over
here.
in laughter,
Watch this.
and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all.
Sure,
Just
Simpsons.
remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threatened.
Look at that dude trying to get that Uber ride for free.
All of us must be prepared to give our lives
I can't
to this
whistle,
noble cause,
so.
just as our children
Whoop,
must come
whoop.
after us, and their children after them. Godspeed,
No,
and may Earth
I am
reign
not Dunny
supreme.
with the funny. You're not Dunny.
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper
Outdated?
comedic timing are
It's not
still
the
as
future.
relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
Wait, you want me to go all the way back now? Oh, and you put the gate up. I put the gate up. I can't.
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now. Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley.
The bucket spoke.
The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
Oh my god. What is this game, man? I swear. It reads like no other game. Alright.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left. What? We're back at the phone already? No. What's going on? There were supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point. A dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the
It doesn't, though.
room. What an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp. I think I need to go back and rewatch that.
No, please let me out.
That will help me.
No, please, God, no.
Here we go.
Oh,
You ready?
okay.
When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left. No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Well, let me try that again, Stanley. I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No? Still not? Is it the delivery? Pale with shame. Pale with shame? Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal, I think I saw it playing guitar. No. We're getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these.
You're making my buckets go pale.
Instructional videos. That's exactly what it is. That's what will make me.
In horror of having to listen to you.
More instructional videos. Let's see.
Video quality. Dang lang. Ooh, that's fun to say. Dang lang loy. Oh, don't mess with me with fun names. Do you know how many times I had to say Toyota Tacoma whenever like a car, Tacoma was in front of me? Video quality. What about video quality? We at 0.5% frames. We're good there. I think we're good. All right, cool.
All of his code
Dang lang
was
loy.
gone.
Dang lang loy.
Stanley decided to go
That
to
is-
the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That is a fun one. That is fun. Okay, all right. So we did the ending. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'll cut this on YouTube. We have that's pretty much it as far as the endings that I miss. We're going to do. I'm gonna have to erase the save data again in settings right here, because the one ending that I don't have, I think I missed out on because we have to adjust the sliders again. And the sliders aren't coming back. They only show up once. So I can see how this ending is pretty missable if people don't see the epilogue that you can select. So we're going to go here, deletes all data and resets the game. Yes, reset all data. All right. So it's going to go back to... Back to the Stanley Parable, not 2, just Stanley Parable. Oh, here we go. English. Have you played? Yes. Please adjust the slider. Here we go. Enter the current time. You know what? This time I'm going to see what happens if I just say 12 a.m. Accessibility settings can be accessed from the main menu. All right. Okay, that's one. Now we got to boot it again. Hold up, y'all, because now I'm not actually putting the time in. Let's see if it does something different. Wait. What are you doing? You just told me the time is 12. Last time you played, you also told me the time was 12. Well, I have a stream that I do, so what do you want? Which is more likely? That you've started up this game at exactly midnight twice in a row? Or that you're just ignoring the prompt to correctly set the time? I think we all know which one is more likely. Do you not believe that setting the clock accurately is important? Do you think I would ask you to set the time if it wasn't vital to your experience with the Stanley Parable? How reckless exactly do you think I am? This game wasn't easy to make. Do you think there was time to add frivolous features with no meaningful impact? Sorry, I got a little worked up there. Look, I'll mark down right here that the time is 12. But I'm placing my trust in you that you've actually started playing the game at exactly midnight, twice in a row. And will you do me a favor? The next time you boot up the game and see this screen, please enter the honest, accurate time of day. We on the same page? All right, good. Okay, go play the video game. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna adjust anything. This is the other side of it. Davy Redden. Thank you, Davy. Enter the current time. Oh, it's 12. You pissed. I guess that's what I expected from you. 12. Again. After we had the whole talk about setting the clock to an actual time. Why? Why can't you just take a few seconds to set the clock? Is it simply laziness? Or is it that you hate adjusting video game settings? I guess it's possible that you actually just hate settings menus. Tell you what, let's settle this with the new slider. How much do you despise adjusting the settings in the video games? It is a deep and profound hatred. You know, can I just say, regardless of your hatred for settings, I'm personally having a great time adjusting them. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. It's good to collect data. Yep, this is the same. I wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let me whip a couple new ones up. Yeah, this is the same. Should be ready by the next time you boot up the game. Yep, and this is going to be the dog. The dog and the cat. Close the game. Open her back up. Okay, mysterious voice telling us to play. Yeah, for real. All right. If it's the dog one, YouTube, you might get a cut. Please adjust the slider for the computer, yeah. Please adjust the slider until the dog and cat are friends. Yep, okay. All right, Wolfpack, here we are. And I still don't really know you. And you don't know me. And neither of us know what time it is. I guess some settings are just unsettable. Yep, doesn't do anything. Yep, same stuff. Video games were meant to be played alone. You like being alone? Nope, I'm with my wolf pack. Nice try. I got them at my back. Yep, I'm ready for that. It's not really my job description. Perhaps you'll see me again if you can find me. Talk soon. All right, here it is. There's probably an epilogue. Here? No? Settings. Epilogue? Really? Simplified? Okay. Alright. Cool. Still don't get the purpose of crouch. Can anybody explain to me why they took the time to put crouch in there? Okay, close the game one more time. I'm going to try it and see if maybe I just have to boot it up again. And it'll have epilogue in it. We'll see. And if not, we'll move on. We'll move on to Suicide Squad. Just know that I'll have to get out of the stream, jump a bit back in. Shout you on my channel. That's what's up, Banana Bros. Appreciate it. I don't see no epilogue. I don't see an epilogue. Anywhere. Yep. Okay. Credits? View full credits? No? Okay. Alrighty. I don't know where it is, but there you go. If I missed it, if I'm not doing something, let me know in the stream, in the chat. This is going to get uploaded, so yeah. Hi, guys. Alright, that's going to be it for... okay, streamers, don't freak out. I'm not really leaving. I'm going to go off for a bit and then set the tags and description and title to the next game we're playing. But I gotta log out off of this one. Alright, okay. Alright, y'all. That's it for the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. I guess I'll have to try and research what's going on for that extra ending. I might just, let me know if you guys want to see it. Otherwise, we'll switch the game out, and I got other games that you guys are requesting for me to play. But let me know in the chat if you want to see the last ending. Because, I did everything that it's telling me to do, and I'm not seeing epilogue show up. But yeah, all right. I love y'all, and I'll be back on 9 a.m. Eastern if you guys didn't. Or no, wait. Yeah, this is weird because now I'm playing 2 games at once. So how do I outro this? All right, we're going to Suicide Squad. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so I'll be right back with that. I love y'all. I'll run with you all real soon. Pitch Black Wolf, kind of. Ow! Kind of, because then we've got Suicide Squad. That's weird. That's weird because normally I come back tomorrow 9 a.m., which I actually won't be on tomorrow 9 a.m. That's a bell to bell day. It's the last day of the month. Yeah. Anyhow, you have to do. I will be back. Okay. All right. Yep. We're gonna stop the stream. And I'll be right back with Suicide Squad today. How much time do I have left? Yeah, half an hour. Good chance to have a little bit of an appetizer. All right.